8th grade was when I knew something was different. He was kind of a sickly kid all along, but 8th grade he got whooping cough, mono, strep throat, pneumonia all in 1 year. And then after he got well, he just never was the same. So this kid who was used to skiing and basketball and football and all this stuff is all of a sudden doesn't have any sports to play. So he felt lost and didn't know quite where to fit. And then even through high school, he was sick quite a bit.
It's tough to see your kids struggle. It just breaks my heart.
When I met him, I didn't think I was deserving of such a wonderful person. He's an awesome dad, he's an awesome husband, and his family means everything to him, and that means everything to me.
My name is Chris, and I have lupus, and I'd like to share my story. When I found out, I was probably about 25 years old, and it was more of a relief to find out that I had lupus. Before my diagnosis, I was really lost, and really lost in the fact of what's going on, and why can't I make this better?
I'd never heard of lupus before, and so once we found out, I did everything I could to just learn about lupus. I didn't have a clue what it was. I know he didn't really either. So I got books and I looked online and I just tried to do everything I could to help, because it was hard for me to see someone I love so much hurting so much.
Lupus has infected my life in a lot of ways. I'm always exhausted. I'll wake up in the morning and have slept in. As soon as I wake up, I'm already thinking about my nap time. Other ways it affects me is if I go out in the sun, or if I work too hard, or sometimes anything will just make it aggravate up. I get an extreme amount of pain where I can't move, so I've been learning how to have to deal with that. It's been tough.
Lupus has changed my life almost in every aspect of my life. Once we found out what he had, our lives changed. We stopped doing all the things that we used to do. I still really try to encourage him to do things. It's all moderated now. It's just a different way of having fun together. We had kids, and sometimes he's in so much pain that he can't pick up our daughters. He has the best heart out of almost anybody I've ever met. He's caring, he's so loving, back to his good heart. I've never been treated so good in my life, and I love Chris so much. He's an awesome dad, he's an awesome husband, and his family means everything to him, and that means everything to me.
You know, I've always been a hard worker, and I think he wants to be a hard worker, and because of lupus, it just really held him back.
The tough thing about it is the company didn't really want to help me out too much, and I hid the lupus at first, so they didn't really know, and I just kept my head down and worked hard. But with lupus, it's always hard to keep it quiet. When they found out, they treated me very different, not as nice. They ended up letting me go, and so that was the hardest thing, because to me, I felt like a failure. With lupus, you just never know, it's like some days you feel really healthy, and then some days you just don't know how long you're gonna make it. It's hard not having health insurance with my lupus and the medications I take, and they've all got side effects, and they've all are a big part of my life. My medication can be a real big hassle and gets expensive and stuff. The first time I met Molly, I came up to her in tears because I almost felt like I knew her, and I almost felt like she was in open arms for me, To feel like I had a place like that, it was just too emotional for me.
Thank you, Molly's friend. I was so excited to find Molly's Fund, and it was local for us. It was something that we could be a part of.
It puts a smile on my face because I feel like I've got friends and I feel like I have help. Sometimes, you feel really alone, and it gets really hard when you feel alone. So when you go to a support group and you have other people to talk and get your emotions out, it really helps with stress levels too.
He went and he came home, and he was so excited and so emotional because he had met other people that had lupus. He wasn't alone.
He had such tremendous support in this community, and it uplifted him. And that's what gives me hope now, that he has hope.
It has changed so much for him and just for our whole family.
I've shared my story about me and my family and the troubles that we go through with lupus. And if it wasn't for Molly's Fund, I would be completely lost. And because of them, they've helped me out so much that I want you guys to help them out. And if you help them out, then they can help more people like me. And I appreciate it. Thank you.